guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Trilly, and today we're going to be having part 1 of the 50-year simulation videos we normally do per year. As of right now, I have up until 1997's draft classes done, so we're probably going to do at least one era per video. That really just allows me to open it up and, get a lot of stuff done. That way I don't have to worry about, getting more drive classes done, stuff like that. A few things I'm going to mention. So we are starting from 1983 to 84 season. A couple things that will be implemented into said rosters and simulation is, first thing is some rule changes. Following these rule changes, I didn't change a lot of stuff, just basically typical things. So we made it to where 13 players can be all-stars instead of the 12 or 11 what it was. That way you give 2 extra players from each conference, a little bit to shine in case they deserve it. Same with the Rising Stars. The Rising Stars get now 13 players per their challenges. All league teams will be positionless. The way I see this is, if there is 5 elite centers and they all deserve to be all NBA first team, then they should be all NBA first team. I get in real life, you usually have some guards, you have a big or two, and you got a forward. We're not doing that here. And then, of course, you have to play 65 games to be eligible for any major award, which this one I just agree in. I don't think you should be able to get, let's say you average 20 and 10 for 20 games, and then you get injured and don't play the rest of the season. I don't think you should be an all-NBA player. I don't think you should be all defensive, so point being, that's there. Few other things right before we get into the rosters. The teams that will be added into the NBA. So in 1993 is the first set of expansion, at least for custom teams. We'll be putting in the St. Louis Bombers and the Providence Steamrollers, both defunct NBA teams that will be making a return in 1993. In 2008, we're going to be having the Buffalo Braves return and the Baltimore Bullets. And if you're going to be curious how we're going to keep track of stuff like this, I do have a simulation to where we're going to write down and keep track of basically everything. Let me just name a few of the things we're going to have here. So we're going to have, of course, all the award winners for each season. The single game leaders for each season. So if someone drops 66 points this season, they're getting written down as the highest point scorer. We're going to be keeping track of the top 5 in the votes. So MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Years, Most Improved, Clutch Players, even though Clutch Player technically doesn't exist yet. On the menu screen, when you're in the middle of the simulation, the Clutch Player will still appear. We're going to be keeping track of the top vote getters in the West and East. We're going to, determine our own All-Star MVP based on who had the best game in the All-Star game, the Rookie MVP, the Sophomore MVP. We're going to keep track of the three-point contest winners, the dunk contest, the participants for those contests, including the Rising Stars. We're going to write down all 13 All-Stars. We're going to keep track of Player of the Months, Rookie of the Months. We're going to keep track of the league leaders, including, points per game, assists, rebounds, blocks, steals, fouls, turnovers, minutes, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, double-doubles, triple-doubles, and plus-minuses. Now, to keep track of the shooting percentages, we're going to have a little bit of a we're going to have to go here, and we're going to have to see how many, shots they shot. So in this case, last season, Norm Nixon took 1,100 field goals, only made 530 of them, which is fine. You can see 3-point, even if he shot all these 3-pointers and made every single one of them, I wouldn't feel good about putting him into I wouldn't feel good putting him in as the 3-point leader if he's only taking 13 threes for the whole season. So, point being, we're not going to be doing that. Let me also we're going to keep track of the All-NBA first team, second teams, the rookie teams. We're going to keep track of team records each season. So each season that a West team plays, so let's say the Warriors this season go 17 and 65. You know what I mean? Like, their record's going to be put down. So we're going to see all of that. We're going to keep track of playoff leaders, the NBA Finals. We're going to keep track of the Finals winners, the Finals MVPs, the Western and Eastern Conference Finals MVPs, the Finals winners, the Finals losers. We're going to keep track of the final winning roster to make sure we know every person that has won a ring. We're going to keep track of player retirements, Hall of Fame inductees, and jersey retirements. Now, I will say for the Hall of Fame inductees, we're going to go based off of real life as well and put them on the list. So if there was a player that was previously, inducted into the Hall of Fame in real life, that's not going to be in 2K, and or a player that, played 5 years prior to the sim, but got into the Hall of Fame in 1989. We're going to be writing them down too. That way we have an accurate-ish simulation. We're also going to keep track of the top 15 picks in each NBA draft. Other than that, of course, there's always going to be some notable players that fall below. We're going to keep track of Summer League MVPs, finals winners, and losers in the Summer League. And we're also going to keep track of the Summer League winner roster. If we have any rule changes or expansions happening for that season, they will be written down. We're going to keep track of free agency, new destinations. These are going to be for only players rated 83 and above. So if you're an 83 overall player and you move teams, you will be added to this list. And then we're going to also have a trades from this season / off season, where if a trade does happen, because we're going to monitor trades as well, then we might be able to write down a trade or two. Another thing, we still have 2 more teams getting added. In 2013, we're going to have the Anaheim Amigos and the Seattle Supersonics. Like I said, they're just going to get their history moved back to their team once they come back into the league. We're going to let OKC happen. We're going to let all that happen. Another thing is evolving some players' names. Certain players have changed their names throughout the seasons. So in this case, Ron Artest changed his name to Meta World Peace back in 2012. So their names will follow. Enes Kanter changed his name to Enes Freedom in 2021. Armin Gilliam from the 86 draft class, he will eventually be Armin Gilliam because he changes his name, and so on. So we do have all of that written down. One other thing before we get into the rosters, I do want to point out, so I had a glitch in my system for 2K, where for some reason the Boston Celtics contracts got replaced all to 1 years. Now, I did fix that, but I fixed it with the cost of getting rid of all their stats. So technically, in this universe right now, Larry Bird doesn't have any awards, no championships, no nothing. He has no recent years of stats. Same with literally everyone on the Celtics. So, Cedric Maxwell has a finals MVP to his name, yet it's not here because, we had to kind of wipe the thing. I mean, their career points and shit are still here, but none of their awards or nothing, which kind of sucks, but hey, so be it. So they signed free agents, clearly. They signed two of them. They signed Larry Keenan and Joe Bryant. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the 83 to 84 rosters. And I will say I have done a few simulations here, and it's been quite interesting, should say the least. We might do one season per episode, honestly, of me not controlling, just watching the sim. But anyways, 76ers, we got the main core. You know, we got Moses, Julius Erving, Andrew Tooney, Maurice Cheeks, Bobby Jones. They signed Kermit Washington from free agency. They signed Phil Smith from free agency, Mike Banton. They had Mark Ivaroni. They had Clement Johnson. Remember, most of these contracts, if they're 72K, they're probably free agents that were picked up. I do have over 113 free agents in my roster. Still a few good ones left, without question, but they're expecting a little bit more, which is why I guess technically teams can afford them, but we'll see where they end up going. But yeah, so I do have a lot of free agents. Every player in this roster, if they have an overall higher of 40, they are real players. Most of my players don't get to drop down past 65 unless it's a 2K sim thing. So anyways, we got the Bucks with Sidney Moncrief, Marquise Johnson, Bob Lanier, Junior Bridgman, Paul Pressey, same thing. Jeff Ruland for the Bullets with Greg Ballard here. We got Orlando Woolridge and Dave Greenwood on the Bulls. We got World Be Free, Cliff Robinson on the Cavs. We got Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, and Dennis Johnson. There is Cedric Maxwell, but we're really only naming the 80 pluses. Norm Nixon, Terry Cummings, Bill Walton, James Donaldson, and Michael Brooks, all on the Clippers. Soon to be Los Angeles Clippers after this year, I believe. We got the Hawks with Dominique Wilkins, Dan Roundfield, Trey Rollins. We got Jazz with Dantley, John Drew, Mark Eaton, Daryl Griffiths, and Ricky Green. I've seen the Jazz win like 3 chips in a row in the sim, and then I've seen like the 76ers win like 6. So yeah, we got the Kansas City Kings with Eddie Johnson, Larry Drew. Oh, I called him Larry Drew. This is John Drew, my bad. Larry Drew, Mike Woodson, and LaSalle Thompson. We got the Knicks over here with Bernard King, a straight up bucket getter. I'm excited to see what he does in the sim. We got Ray Williams. We got, this is Gus Williams' brother. We got Bill Cartwright. We got Magic, Kareem, James Worthy, Jamal Wilkes, Michael Cooper, Bob McAdoo over on the Lakers. We got Mark Aguirre, Rolando Blackman, Brad Davis on the Mavericks. We got Buck Williams, Otis Birdsong, Michael Ray Richardson, and Albert King with Daryl Dawkins on the Nets. The Nuggets have Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, Dan Issel, Rob Williams, and T.R. Dunn. The Pacers have Clark Kellogg, Herb Williams, Butch Carter. The Pistons got Isaiah Thomas, Kelly Tripucka, Bill Laimbeer, John Long. They also have Vinnie Johnson down here just chilling the microwave. Such a goated nickname. We got the Houston Rockets with Ralph Sampson, Robert Reed, Elvin Hayes, and Alan Levell. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Elvin Hayes was still putting up solid numbers, even at his age, and I disrespected him last year. Can't lie. George Gervin leading the Spurs with Artis Gilmore, Mike Mitchell, Gene Banks, Edgar Jones, and Johnny Moore. The Phoenix Suns have Walter Davis, Larry Nance, Maurice Lucas, James Edwards, Kyle Macy, Rod Foster, and Alvin Adams. The Supersonics right now have Sigma, Gus Williams, which, yes, it is a face-created Gus Williams. We don't have Gus Williams in 2K26, so oh well. Tom Chambers is there as well. The Blazers have Michael Thompson, Jim Paxson, Calvin Nat, Kenny Carr, Darnell Valentine, Fat Lever, Wayne Cooper, Clyde Drexler, rookie. Golden State Warriors also have Purvis Short, Joe Barry Carroll, Sleepy Floyd, and Mickey Johnson. So therefore, we're going to go ahead. I do want to check a few players because I think for some reason, so you can see here, for some reason, 2K like auto changes potentials and stuff, and I honestly don't know why. So like Clyde Drexler's there. In terms of simulation, I've seen like Julius Erving. He doesn't tend to get worse. He generally gets better. Like, I don't know how to say that, like, other than he generally gets better. He doesn't get worse. I don't know what it is. He usually gets better. We fixed Andrew Tooney. Moses Malone stays dominant, which I'm fine with. He's only 28. Sidney Moncrief still does his thing. Yeah, so I mean, all of these players do their thing. So yeah. What's next on the list? Prospect scouting, of course. We have the 1984 draft loaded in. You know, Michael Jordan, Hakeem, Charles Barkley, Stockton, Bowie, Vern Fleming, Robertson, Kevin Willis, Michael Cage, Turpin, Perkins, Thorpe, McCormick, Jay Humphreys. We got so many goated players, and actually, while I'm here, we're actually going to go take this one badge that's on gold down to silver, because we accidentally left that badge here, and that's the only badge. And yes, we're gonna, so storylines, that's another thing. So the storylines we do have as a thing, Jordan in this universe could be the GOAT, but he also could just be a base just player. He might not be special. Same with any of them. With the way this boom or bust system works, they do change up some of the things. So I don't know how it's fully going to work, but it's going to be exciting to see nonetheless. So let's go ahead and simulate at least to the 24. See if there's any crazy games. And yeah, the Celtics are always... they're always so bad. Injury reports, any injuries for the beginning of the season. Daryl Dawkins is out for 4 to 6 months already. Doc Rivers out 6 to 8 weeks. John Bagley, Derek Smith, Phil Hubbard. Oh yeah, that's something I should probably show y'all. We are running custom settings. So we keeping draft class quality the same. We have simulation speed the smartest. That way you get a more depth simulation. We have career ending injury frequency on 30. Gameplay difficulty is Hall of Fame. Simulator is 93. Trade 91. Contract 89. Resign 85. We got morales and stuff changed as well. Same with the injuries. For simulation, this is my setup for the Bird era. I do have all my settings saved. So if you want to use any of the settings for any of the Sims, I have the Bird era, the MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Chef, and technically I'm gonna probably do a current era, but current era is a little bit more hard to do because each year you're basically updating that to match with the current year. So I have no idea, and plus I have a feeling 2K is gonna add next year another era, whether it's like a Kareem era before, you know, the Bird and Magic, or something else. I don't know. But yeah, we do have these settings. These settings are set. You know, 3 shouldn't be taken as much during this era. Dunks, layups, they should all be taken a little bit more. Dunk percentages and stuff, those are all the same. Shot distribution, the higher this is, the more top shooters take more shots at the expense of lower rated players. So players like Larry Bird should be taking more shots than players like Carlos Clark or Quinn Buckner, stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely do have a few things going on here. Is there any other? We're gonna include G League. Actually, yeah, we're gonna include G League, but yeah, everything else should be here perfectly fine. Every distribution is adjusted and changed via the eras. So hopefully these settings work out for y'all. I guess let's go ahead, check. Do we got any, actually, see, do we have any big games? Yeah, World Be Free always goes crazy. Larry Bird. I mean, he's Larry Bird right now. He's not doing nothing too crazy. Any transactions? Nah, no trades. So let's go ahead and keep going. We're gonna go ahead and go to the trade deadline. Once we get to the trade deadline, we're gonna go ahead and check player of the months. You know how things are going. See if any trades happened, and yeah. So trade deadline, no. We're gonna go right before the All-Star break. Celtics are 23-20. Currently, the award race is Magic is leading it. Moses, Julius, Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird. Rookie of the Year, we got Ralph Sampson, Ennis Wadley, Mitchell Wiggins, Jeff Malone, and Dale Ellis. Sixth Man of the Year, we got Maurice Lucas, Reggie Theus, Bob McAdoo, Paul Pressey, and John Lucas. Defensive Player of the Year, we got Sidney Moncrief running up for it. Mark Eaton, Jack Sigma, Ralph Sampson, and Kareem. Most Improved, we got LaSalle, which... what is Most Improved 2K? So from 5 points to 9, from 5 boards to 9, from a block to 2. I mean, I guess, cool. And then, yeah, here's the clutch player list. And look at Bernard King, man. 34 a game. But this is the clutch player list that we're going to have to keep track of right before each season ends. Other than that, season awards, let's see, player of the weeks, we don't really care about. Player of the months, Moses earned it once, Bernard King, then Jeff Ruland. Out in the West, we got Mark and Magic. Rookie of the month, we got Doc Rivers and Ennis Watley and Mitchell Wiggins. And then in the West, it's just straight Ralph Sampson. NBA All-Star participants. See, we got Isaiah Thomas, Sidney, we got Moses, Larry Bird, Julius Erving, World Be Free, Ray Williams makes an All-Star. He's averaging 16, 6, and 6 with two steals a game. Well, we got Bernard King, All-Star appearance, Clark Kellogg, Buck Williams, Jeff Ruland, Otis Birdsong, and Robert Parrish. He has 2 injuries right now going on. Damn, Robert, what you got? You got a pulled right hamstring and a sprained left hip. That's crazy. Out in the West, we have Magic, Walter Davis, Mark Aguirre, Dantley, Kareem, Gus. We got Gerben, Inglis, Sigma, Kiki, Terry Cummings, Jim Paxson. Jim Paxson? Not even John? Well, I guess Jim was the better player, but I don't know why I said John. Yeah, I just confused the two. But Dan Issel, West All-Stars seem about right. Dunk contest. This looks like a crazy good dunk contest, other than, I'm not sure about Buck Williams, but Larry Nance, Dominique, and Daryl Griffith. We might have to watch that. In fact, we will be watching that. 3-point, Daryl Griffith, Mark Aguirre, Billy Poltz, Al Eberhard, Brian Winters, and John Drew. Brian Winters averaging 11, 2 and 2, you know? So, yep, we gotta check the rising stars. Let's see, who made them. So, rookie team, we got Watley, Wiggins, Sampson, Ellis, Stipanovich, Jeff Malone. We got Rod Foster, Rodney McCray, Paul Thompson, Darren Day, Roy Hinson, and Byron Scott with Thurl Bailey. Sophomores, we got Rob Williams, Fad Lever, Clark Kellogg, Terry Cummings, Neek. We got Quentin Daly, Sleepy, James Worthy, Mark Eaton, LaSalle, Richard Anderson, and Paul Pressey with Cliff Livingston. So now is the time where we kind of just simulate through this date, 105 to 77. We got to choose out a rookie MVP. So I'm guessing rookie MVPs in this scenario is going to be Ralph Sampson, Clark Kellogg, looking like he's about to be the sophomore MVP. So we do have those players winning the first awards of, this season. The first of many awards. 3-point contest. Honestly, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Watch our 3-point contest. Why don't we? We got some interesting shooters. We got Daryl Griffith here. Oh, hey, what are y'all thinking about the aero filter? Should we watch it in the aero filter? It looks so bad. Yeah, no, we can't. But he did green his first one. Off to the corner, Dale Griffith here. Jump shot looking low-key smooth. This is his money ball rack. This is where he's going to shoot the most from. Remember, it is still Hall of Fame for the CPU. As a 4-point... Okay, Dale Griffith just greened a 4-point ball because 2K has them in the game, even though it's the 80s. Yeah, cool. Dale Griffith, he's like that. Currently has 13 with the second 4-point shot taken. He's still got 2 racks left. 20 seconds on the clock now remain. It's going to be very, very interesting. He does have 16 currently with 10 seconds. Make that 17. Come on, you got 6 seconds left. He's got 18, 19, and 21 for Dale Griffith in the first 3-point contest of the simulation. 1983. When was the first 3-point contest? Wasn't it not like this season? Actually, so we're a little bit ahead of schedule with 3-point contests. I didn't know that 2K is messed up, but apparently the first ever 3-point contest was held during 1986. So this, not only are we witnessing the first 3-point contest 3 years earlier, I thought it came out in 83, but not only are we witnessing 3 years earlier for the 3-point contest, we're witnessing greatness. Mark Aguirre's got only 10 left, or 10 right now, with 5 shots after this Moneyball, and he's definitely out. 8 seconds left. He doesn't even have 11. Yeah, Mark Aguirre, you probably shouldn't be here, but hey, you end up with 12. You're still in second place right now. Not bad whatsoever. There's a lot of Jazz players. There's John Drew, Daryl Griffith, and Brian Winters. But yeah, this is Billy Poltz, I guess. I guess he's a 3-point shooter in this simulation, for whatever reason. Or at least he's taken a couple threes, has a good percentage. So sadly, 2K puts them into these 3-point contests. There's probably a lot of better 3-point shooters than half of these players, but we're here. He did make 2 in a row, and after that, definitely slowed down because he shouldn't be here. Yeah, Moneyball rack here. Still got 2 points, 20 seconds to go. I'd be surprised if he even gets past like 4, but hey, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. As he's got 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 seconds on the clock. He ends with 2. This is exactly why Billy Poltz should not be, well, in the contest. I think we're going to do each season is going to be an episode. And I just accidentally skipped Al Eberhard. But you know what? I don't think anyone was here to see him anyways. Brian Winters, realistically, him or Daryl Griffith should probably win it. Brian Winters definitely the best 3-point shooter, I believe, in history as of this point, if I'm not mistaken. Best 3-point shooter as of 1983 to 84. I mean, who would be considered? I mean, Daryl Griffith was the best. He led the league in both 3-pointers made and percentage. I guess technically that's because Brian Winters wasn't in the NBA at the time. Technically, he was already retired, as he does have 12 right now, shooting a 4, and he greens that, or a 3, my bad. That does give him 16 right now. Now 17, 18, 20. Brian Winters, 21 with 8 seconds left. He's tied with Daryl Griffith right now. Can he pass Daryl? 3 seconds, 2, 1. He's going to end with 22 points, just beating out his teammate Daryl Griffith. Here we got John Drew up next. John Drew, I don't know if he's going to be a good three-point shooter, but hey, we'll see. Daryl Griffith and Brian Winters definitely living up to the three-point hype, though, for the first ever three-point contest in NBA history. Wish we would have had a few better shooters, but can't really do anything about it. I still just like how we have a deep three ball for it. 2K couldn't go out their way to update the three-point contest. They just kept it the exact same, just copy and paste as John True Green's 2 money balls in a row. I said 2 money balls in a row, but that was not their money ball. But yeah, hey. Yeah, just a whole lot of bricks. I mean, it's literally about to be, the 3 participants is Brian Winters, Daryl Griffiths, and Al Eberhard. So John Drew finishes with 13 points. Moving on to the second round, like I said, Al Eberhard, which I don't even know how he's here, but let's see how he does. Second round, Al, what are you going to do for us? Currently has 1 point on the board right now. 1 for 5 on that rack. First shot, good on the second one. So far, 1 for 3. 1 for 4 on the second rack, and 1 for 5. So far, 1 ball per rack. 3-point shot off. More points. See, he's shooting them. I mean, he's got a good looking form, but it's not falling for him as he does hit 1 right there. And he's 1 for 5 yet again. 3-pointer going out now. Next rack up, he does hit the first one. He actually does hit the second one in a row. He hit the third one. Hold on, maybe this man Al Eberhard's a shooter. Oh my God, 4 for 5 on the wing. Wow, this is Moneyball rack in the corner. This where it matters the most. He's got 8 points. He's got 10, and he's got 12. Hey, Al Eberhard, that left wing man, he 4 of them. Thanks. Dale Griffith is up next. Arguably the best shooter technically in the league right now because, you know, Brian Winters shouldn't be there, but it's probably Brian Winters. As Daryl Griffiths on the first rack, it goes 2 for 5. This is Daryl Griffith's Moneyball rack here. He hits 1, hits 2, misses the 4th, hits the 5th. So 3 for 5 on that Moneyball rack plus a deep 3 ball. He's going to miss that one. Next, middle top key rack here. He's 2 for 2 so far, 3 for 3, 3 for 4, and 3 for 5. Deep ball. He's going to shoot this one. He's going to miss. Next, corner wing for the left wing. He's going to hit the first one, miss the second, hit the third, hit the fourth, and miss the 5th. But he's got 15 right now, 10 seconds left. Make that 16. Still 16 points, 17, 18. For the last one, 20, Daryl Griffith. Wow, 20 points to end it. Brian Winters, you have to beat him out. Sadly, can Brian Winters do it? First shot off, second shot, good. 3-point contest is kind of fun to watch. It's 3 in a row. That's 4 in a row. Brian Winters off to a great start. Already got 5 points out of the 20 he needs. Second shot, good. Third shot, good. Fourth shot, good. Fifth shot, good. Brian Winters! Deep shot, it's off, but that's okay. First shot, good. Second shot is off. Third shot, it's off as well. Fourth shot, it's good. Fifth shot for that rack, top of the key, it's good. Deep ball, next. 25 seconds to go. This is Moneyball rack. First shot up and out. Second shot up and out as well. Third shot is a make. He's got 16. Fourth shot is a make. That's 18. Fifth shot made. That's 20 tied. He just needs 1 point, and there it is. Brian Winters will be crowned as the first ever 3-point champion with 24 points as the highest points we've ever seen in a game. 24 for Brian Winters. the first ever 3-point champion. Congrats to Brian. Let's see. He's over here sitting at the age of 31. He's taken 25 threes this season. Has only made 10, but he is a 3-point contest champion. Wow. Unbelievable. Next, we have the dunk contest with some really good players, some really good dunkers being, Larry Nance, Daryl Griffith, Dominique Wilkins. So it's going to be exciting to see. I've never actually sat here and tried to watch a dunk contest, I believe, in 2K. So I have no idea how this is going to work. But, yeah. Alright, so sorry about that. First dunk for Larry Nance. I mean, I'm going to be honest, that was kind of basic. That was kind of basic. I mean, he did get some hop. I'd give it about a 37. You know what I'm saying? 37. I think that's fair. But, hey. Oh, he gets a 35. You know what? See, look. 2K knows, man. 2K knows what they're talking about. Dominique Wilkins, I'm excited for his dunk. Hopefully it's crazy good. What is he going to be doing? Dominique's sitting at the top of the key right now, going to the left wing, running, and he's going to get a nice double clutch reverse, and he's riding a bike. What is that? Nice little double clutch reverse. Got definitely some air in it, but the celebration was not it, Dom. It was not it, man. That celebration was terrible. Wow, that got to 30. You know what? I wouldn't say that was worse than Larry Nance's, but I also wouldn't say that was better. I'd say they're about the same. Daryl Griffith first dunk here. Let's see what he pulls out. He's also going to go to the left wing. He's going to run, and he's going to hit similar to Dominique, and he hits the "you can't see me." I think that's a little bit before your time, Daryl Griffith. But a nice little windmill to the left hand. I mean, it was great. I'd give it about a 40. Yeah, I think he is definitely better than the first two. And apparently that's worse than Larry Nance's. Got it. Maybe I just don't know ball. Maybe I don't know how dunking the basketball works. Buck Williams for the second round, or first round here. He's going to go ahead and back out. Nice little... What did he just do, actually? Did he just... It looked like he grabbed it, kind of windmilled it. Oh, he like half cradled it. Oh, shit, I hit my mic. He half cradled it into his left hand for a nice little slam. I think that's better than Larry Nance. Yeah, 42. Yeah, that's fine. Buck Williams is the front runner to win the dunk contest. Was this the first ever dunk contest? When was the first dunk contest? 1993. So yeah. So. Or no, hold on. Why is it glitched? Okay, my Google is being stupid. First dunk contest was 76, not 96. It was showing me 96 as well. But the first official slam dunk contest was in 1984 with Larry Nance taking the crown. So 1976, the ABA had the first contest. Julius Erving technically won it. 1984, it was the first NBA All-Star Weekend contest, a staple event won by Larry Nance. So was that, as Dominique Wilkins is getting ready to dunk his next one, and whew, Dominique's got some hops, and he's hitting the Dougie. Alright, he's hitting the Dougie. It don't even exist. Wow. It don't even exist yet, but hey. But yeah, this year's technically the first year of the dunk contest in real life. So, hey, Dominique got a 43. I did miss what Larry Nance got, his first dunk. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Kind of was looking at the first, trying to get the winners. Dale Griffith, his second dunk is up. And hey, he got some hops on that. I'm not gonna lie. I still like Dominique's dunk better, but he definitely nice little 360 completely from the little hash line. I mean, this is about as good as you're gonna get. Daryl Griffith's great dunk. I will agree, great dunk, great dunk. I don't think that was better than Dominique's, but hey, he got a 44. Dale Griffith, you're him, I guess. Hey, I still didn't see what Larry Nance got. Larry Nance might be winning this whole thing, and I can't do anything about it. But yeah. Buck Williams, his second dunk, previous 42. He hit a 360, but looked like he kind of just jumped higher than Daryl Griffith, I guess. I mean, did they not do the same exact thing? I guess his was over his head, though. I mean, what if this gets... Okay, you know what? Yeah, 40, yeah. Alright, we're fans of Buck Williams. I believe that makes Buck Williams automatically win, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Larry Nance got a 70, which means his other... Oh my gosh. Buck Williams is your dunk contest champion with 85, I believe that was. 85 total points. I mean, hey, we definitely got some things going. Simulate with Simcast. We're gonna go ahead, maybe hop into the All-Star game, seeing them hoop, but yeah, no, the West is getting cooked. Over on the East, Sidney Moncrief, 22-1-5, Julius 24-2-3 blocks, 16-6. Who should be the MVP for the East? Well, I guess the All-Star MVP doesn't matter because it's going to whoever was the best player in the All-Star games. And honestly, guys, we're gonna give it to Walter Davis. Actually, no. We're gonna give it to a winning team. We're gonna give it to the winning team. That way, it works a little bit. So 22-5, 1-1-1, 24-2, 1-3. I mean, you got Moses 16-6, 1-1. Larry Bird 14-4-13. I mean, I guess the MVP for the All-Star game, we're gonna go ahead and give it to let's just I really don't know what to do here. Let's go Julius Erving, only because he's got those 3 blocks. He has 20 points. He's got some assists, got some rebounds. Shot 8 for 13, so he did his thing. We'll give Julius Erving his MVP nod for All-Star. If y'all do want to combat that, please let me know in the comments, as we are going to be doing these sims one at a time, basically a season. So yeah, very, very interesting thing there, as we are going to go to the final day of the NBA season, where we're going to look at the 5 clutch players of the year participants. We're going to look at the MVPs and the rookie of the years and stuff. That way we can get a list of all of them. We're going to look at all the player of the months. We're going to look at some league leaders and more. So, award races, it looks like Magic is taking the front runner for MVP, averaging 19-9, 14-2. Moses 29-14. Yeah, this team's crazy. Here's the top 5 for Rookie of the Year voting, with Ralph Sampson looking like he's going to take it. 6th Man of the Year is Maurice Lucas, leading with Kevin McHale right behind. Defensive Player of the Year is led by Mark Eaton right now, averaging about 3.2 blocks a game. Most Improved right now is Sleepy. He jumped from 8 points to 18. So, yes, Clutch Player of the Year, we have Walter Davis leading it with everyone else there. When we look at Player of the Months, yep, seems about right. Joe Barry Carroll actually won one, which is pretty interesting. Rookie of the Month, Ralph Sampson swept the west side. After that, we are going to go ahead and simulate to the screen. So Magic Johnson is your 1984 MVP. Ralph Sampson is your 1984 Rookie of the Year. Maurice Lucas is your Sixth Man of the Year. Mark Eaton is your Defensive Player. Sleepy Floyd is your Most Improved, with Billy Cunningham winning Coach of the Year. We got All-NBA First Team. We got Magic, Bird, Malone, Mark Aguirre, and Irvin. All-NBA Second Team. We got Jeff Ruland, Isaiah Thomas, Buck Williams, Jack Sikma, and Bernard King. First Team for defense, we have Eaton, Moncrief, Williams, Sikma, and Lambeer. And for second team, we got Kareem, Sampson, Malone, Irving, and Robert Parrish. All rookie first team, we got Sampson, Wiggins, Watley, Malone, and Doc Rivers. All rookie second team, we got Ellis, Stepanovic, Sundvold, Byron Scott, and Rod Foster here. The playoff bracket is looking as such, and yeah, like I said, the Utah Jazz are indeed the first seed. We're going to go ahead and look at player stats, I believe. We just want to see the season highs for each person. So far, league leader Mark Aguirre has dropped 56 points. Brian Winters made the most threes in a game, being 3. The most free throws made was Quinton Daly with 27. Most rebounds in a game was 25 by Moses Malone. Most assists was 23 with Magic Johnson. Steals was Clark Kellogg with 8. Blocks was Buck Williams with 9. And Gene Banks played 51 minutes of a game. So definitely some crazy cool looking stats. NBA standings, record-wise, Philly is the second, so the West is definitely stronger, but East-wise, Philly wins 63-19. Following them, Bucks, Hawks, Celtics, Pistons, Knicks, Nets, Cavs, and Pacers, Bulls, and Bullets fall out of the playoffs. And then up in the West, we got Jazz with 61 wins. Crazy. Lakers with 56. Suns with 52. Blazers with 48. I mean, the fourth team is better than all of the East except for Philly. Even the fifth team is tied with the second best. And then even the sixth is better. Yeah, that's crazy. But we got Spurs, Mavericks, Nuggets, Clippers that just barely made it. And then missing out on that, we got Warriors, Rockets, Kings, and Sonics. Not looking too good. Not looking too good. League leaders. So, per game, Bernard King is your scoring leader for 84, averaging 32.3 points per game. Your rebound leader is Jeff Ruland, averaging 14.4 rebounds a game. Assist leader, by far, Magic Johnson, averaging 14.3. What an insane stat. Wow. Steal leader is Sidney Moncrief with 2.3 as well with steals. Block leader is Mark Eaton with 3.2. Turnover leader is Isaiah Thomas, averaging about 3.5 turnovers. Same with Sidney Moncrief. Foul leader is Ralph Sampson. Field goal percentage leader, shooting the best from the field, is Clark Kellogg, attempting 15 shots a game, making about 9 of them per game. I'm guessing he only beats out Adrian Dantley right now because technically Dantley took a little bit more. And I guess in retrospect, because he took about 1 shot more, that's why. 3-point percentage. We want someone who's actually attempting threes to really win, but I mean, none of these guys None of these guys actually attempted threes like how we would want them to, actually. I mean, Daryl Griffith took 25 threes the whole season, and I'm pretty sure that's what he was at when the three-point contest was a thing. So we're gonna give the 3-point to Sleepy Floyd, the 3-point leader. Shot 34%. If we go off the highest percentage, I mean, it would be John Sundvold, but he's taken 32. I mean, he took more than Daryl Griffith. You know what I'm saying? Mark Aguirre, how many did you take? 26. You know what? We'll let it be. He's the 3-point leader. John Sundvold shot 47% from 3, which actually doesn't make sense. We need to go with realistic numbers. Even 44% is crazy. We might generally go. We're gonna go Brian Winters here. Brian Winters is gonna lead your league in threes. Yeah, just something that makes more sense. We're gonna go ahead and go to my sliders real quick. We're gonna go ahead and go to attributes. No, I'm looking in the whole wrong place because I'm slow. Yeah, we're just slow. We're gonna go to simulation, and we're gonna put 3-point shots up a little bit more. Let's go to 44. Yeah, and very, very interesting. My bad. I still want to look at a few more things here. Free throw percentage. We're gonna go off the top rated. Okay, so you can't do Greg Ballard because I guess he didn't take as much free throws. So it's gonna be Rob Williams, I do believe. How many free throws has he attempted? 262, made 249. So yeah, it's gonna be Rob Williams, being the best free throw shooter in the league. Best plus minus is Moses Malone with 11.5. And then we go to absolute here. Let's see, double doubles, Moses Malone led with 74, and triple doubles, Magic led with 31. Wow, that is insane. 31 triple doubles for Magic Johnson here. We did have one trade happen. It was Billy Knight from the Kings traded to the Trailblazers for an 86 first, top 3 protected, and Rudy White. So that's probably why the Trailblazers are sitting at the 2nd seed or 4th seed, my bad. Fat Lieber, Jim Paxson, Cal Bennett, Kenny Carr, Michael Thompson, Darnell Valentine, Wayne Cooper, Billy Knight, Clyde Drexler. Yo, this team's insane! What is this team doing? Oh my god. Alright, so round 1 matchups, we got, the Jazz, the superstar-studded Jazz, a dunk contest, 3-point contest participant, Ricky Green, who's a phenomenal guard, averaging 12 and 10 basically. Dantley, who's averaging 28. Thurl Bailey, his rookie season, he's ass. Let's be honest, he's ass. Mark Eaton, 3, 12, and 3. I did fix his scoring. For shout out Wally B for letting me know that his scoring was like crazily broken, and that he wasn't scoring that much. I did fix it. I believe so. I would think 3 points is for a season is pretty good. But yeah, they're over here facing the Clippers. This is actually probably a really good matchup, to be fair. The Spurs against Blazers, Suns against Mavs, Lakers against Nuggets here. Then over here we got Pistons versus Boston. We got 76ers versus the Cavs. It's a great going. We're not really gonna hop into a bunch of games as the Celtics just got swept. Same with the Cavs. Same with the Hawks. New Jersey took Milwaukee to 5. If y'all didn't know, the series are best of 5 for the first couple years. Blazers take. Okay, so we do have a crazy upset. The first seeded Utah Jazz fall in 5 to the San Diego Clippers. Wow. Adrian Dantley and his cast of stars has been dropped by who? Was it Bill Walton's averaging 17 and 11? Yeah, Bill! Norm Nixon 19 and 14. Hey man, look. Hey, maybe this team's an underdog. They're about to meet the Lakers. Lakers sweep the Nuggets off. Suns fall in 4, and Spurs fall in 5 as well to the Blazers by 5. George Gervin had 43, was not enough. Jim Paxson 25, Drexler 22. Round 2. Clippers take game 1. Knicks take game 1. Dallas takes game 1. Philly takes game 1. Game 2 all around. Milwaukee takes it. Lakers take it. Blazers take it. See game 2 over here. It's going to be Philly. Game 3's Blazers, Lakers, Bucks, and Philadelphia. Game 4, Clippers take it. Mavericks take it. Knicks take it. Game 4 over here, and the Philly sweeps. It's Game 5's Lakers, Bucks, and Portland. Game 6, Lakers move on. Knicks force a Game 7. So do the San Diego Clippers. Let's go ahead and hop into... Oh, hold on. Oh, we didn't want to simulate that yet, but Bucks do fall to the 6-seeded Knicks. Bernard King! He's out here hooping. Bernard! Yo, Ray Williams! 20 a night. 21 a night. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Yo, even Bill Cartwright. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. Well, they're going to get cooked anyways, but 76ers are just kind of unbeatable. Portland Trailblazers versus San Diego Clippers might be one of the only times we ever see the Trailblazers even remotely near something, as they do take a commanding victory in Game 7, winning by 24 points. Fat Lieber had 29, not enough. Calvinat, 20. Kenny Carr, 13 and 15. Not enough to beat out Terry Cummings, dropping 39 points. Norm Nixon with 18 and 10. And let's not get you started with old man after injury Bill Walton falling to his previous team. But I mean, wow, dude, it's okay. It's kind of crazy this dude's got an MVP. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 2.5. I don't know how they got MVP, bro. Hey, look, shout out Bill, though. Shout out Bill. He's still doing his thing, clearly, but it wasn't enough. So now we have the Blazers versus Lakers and the Knicks versus Philly. I'm assuming it's just going to be the Lakers and Philly. And I was so wrong. Both series just went to a Game 7. As the Lakers, I mean, they did win by a lot, but Game 1, let's see. I mean, Lakers took it by 10. Game 2, I mean, Lakers looked like they were dominating. They were up 2-1 at this time. Darnell Valentine, 21 and 5. Then the Lakers barely won Game 4 by 1 point. Wow. Magic 29, 6 and 11. Then Game 5, the Blazers won by 1 point. Bob McAdoo 27. Game 6. Wow. These teams were facing each other. 32 and 15 in Game 7 for Moses. First game 27-15. Bill Cartwright 22-9. Second game, the Philadelphia 76ers also took Julius Erving 32-8. Moses 30-14. Knicks, Bernard King 31. Game 3, the Knicks actually did take Bernard King 41-10. Game 4, 36-6 by Bernard. They also took this one. Game 5, Bernard 38. Marvin Webster had the 20 game? Nah, dude, what? Marvin Webster. Julius Erving 37. Moses 28. Andrew Tooney has still been very, very solid. So we do have game 1 of the finals, which seems to always be Lakers 76ers. Game 1 here is going to be on May 28th at Philly. And it looks like it's going to be Philly taking it away. They're currently up by 20. So yeah, Philly is going to take game 1 here. Moses 32-16. Tooney 22-6-4. Urban 19-6-5. Maurice 17-11. Crazy good. Over on the Lakers end, no one really wanted to score that much. James Worthy was your leading scorer, tied with Wilkes and McAdoo. All had 15. Magic 10-16. Is Kareem hurt? Because he just only played 11 minutes. No, he must have fouled out. Did Kareem foul out that game? Wow, Kareem fouled out in 11 minutes of game time. Not to mention, Magic was also in foul trouble the whole game. Bob McAdoo was in foul trouble. Michael Cooper was in foul trouble. Wow, Kareem fouled out though in 11 minutes? Moses was doing work. Wow. Game 2 of the 84 finals. It's going to still be in Philly, of course. As Philly still has a lead right now going into the fourth quarter. Philly is going to take game 2, led by Moses 42-23, Tooney 21-5, Urban 21-6-4, Magic triple-double, not enough. No one on the Lakers is scoring really, so that's probably not helping the Lakers' case. All of them, I mean, when your leading scorer has 17 points and the enemies you're facing, I mean, their lowest score in the top 4 is 12. Like, yeah. Moving and shifting to Los Angeles for game 3. Can Lakers actually overcome Philly at least once and not let them sweep their way through the playoffs? As, I mean, it's a kind of close game. Alright, so 3-point game, 2:30 left. Let's go ahead and jump in. We do have, who is this? Bobby Jones? Or, no, oh, this is Bobby Jones. It's Bobby Jones at the free throw line here. Part of me, I don't know why he's wearing 7. What? Okay, yeah, I guess. I don't know what happened for Bobby Jones to be wearing number 7, but he is. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! I didn't know, guys. Y'all didn't tell me I was in the game. All right, we're good. 1-point game, Lakers. Michael Cooper with the ball. He's gonna throw it down to Kareem. Kareem, easy dunk inside past Moses, who trying to go for the steal. As Kareem now expands the lead to 3. Game 1 in Los Angeles. Maurice Cheeks to Julius to Malone. On Kareem, Malone, a nice little, like, weird looking fade. It's off. Kareem grabs it up to Michael Cooper. 18 seconds left. Byron Scott dribbling out the ball a little bit. I'm assuming they're going to throw it down to Kareem. Throw it down to Kareem. Moses on him. Kareem backing down. Little left-handed shot. It's up and good. Kareem single-handedly carrying. He's got 10-9. Moses 28-15. All right, Kareem is not carrying, but still. Andrew Tooney, the right side wing to Moses for a midi. It's off. Byron Scott's going to go ahead and pull down the board. Michael Cooper, spin move on Tooney to Kareem. Back to Scott. Scott's going to dribble. They're going to go back into Kareem. It looks like Kareem with Moses back on him. Kareem backing down. Drop step. Got open. Nice little easy dunk. And Kareem has 6 straight buckets. Well, 3 straight buckets. 6 straight points. Maurice Cheeks dribbling on Byron Scott right now. Kind of just nothing going on. He's going to drive on Byron. Pass to Tooney. Tooney to Jones. Jones driving on Kurt Rambis, shoots over him, it's off. James Worthy's going to go ahead and pull down that board, and I think that's going to go ahead and basically do it. There's 40 seconds left into Kareem. Kareem going for his 4th straight bucket. Can he hit it? No, he's going to give it back to Byron, who's passed it back out. Michael Cooper here. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Michael Cooper, contested jumper, it's off. Kurt Rambis with a great board. Great offensive rebound. Byron Scott gets fouled. And I think that's going to go ahead and do it for game 3. Byron Scott here is going to sit here and hold it at the top of the key. 13 seconds remain. And yeah, that's going to be game here. We're going to go ahead and hop out. 106-99. James Worthy 26-9. Byron 22-4. Magic, who I believe fouled out. Yeah, he did foul out with 36 minutes. He had 27, 15, and 5. Kareem, 12 points, and 6 of them were at the very end where he was making his presence known. Julius Erving, 31. Moses, 28 and 15. Just not enough to get it done. Wow, what a crazy sequence. Kareem still showing he's got it. Game 4 of the NBA Finals here. Still at Los Angeles now. Maybe we get another close game, or maybe a team takes it away and goes crazy. We got a minute 14 left. We're going to go ahead and sim just so we can get past it. 76ers do win by 2. 76ers 3-1 lead. Let's go ahead. In Philly, can they close it out, or will the Lakers push for at least one more game? And it looks like Philly is going to go ahead and take it 107-118. The Philadelphia 76ers are your first champions of the series. Finals MVP goes to Moses Malone, who had 34 points, 18 rebounds a game. He averaged not a single assist, which might be the most incredible performance of all. He literally did not average a single assist. He didn't even get one. That's crazy. Speaking of, we do have to go through and look at who should get Western Conference MVPs, which I'm not going to lie to y'all. It looks like it's going to go to Kareem. Kareem just looks like he's had the most consistent, at least, points scored. Yeah, we're going to give this Finals MVP on the West side to Kareem. So, West MVP is going to be Kareem, without question. And I believe on the East side, it's going to eventually be Moses. 27-15 there, 30-14, 21-9, 32-21, 28-14, 27-16. Yeah, it's going to go to Moses. So that's just a simple battle of the big men where Moses Malone clearly came out on top. When we look at playoff leaders, the highest scorer in the playoffs was Mark Aguirre. Right behind him was Bernard King. Rebounds was Buck Williams. Right behind him was Moses Malone. Assists was Magic Johnson. Behind him was Isaiah Thomas. Steal leader was Maurice Cheeks during it. Ricky Green was also up there. Kurt Nymphius was the block leader. Mark Eden was behind him. Kurt Nymphius being the leader is kind of crazy. World B. Free was the turnover leader. Foul leader was Danny Ainge. Field goal percentage was Eddie Johnson. He who took 5 field goals a game, so yep, seems about right. And 3-point percentage, yeah, this is where it's going to get kind of rough because clearly I'm not giving these players the 1,000% or the 100% free throws. Or threes. They took like 1 3 and called it a day and made it. So clearly that's not what we're doing. So I wanted to go to someone who at least can qualify. But so the first one that can qualify is Brian Winters. So he's gonna be the 3-point leader for the playoffs as well. Technically, who do we go with here? We're gonna go with we're gonna go with the person who took the most, I guess, out of the 100%. So we're gonna go Dennis Johnson. He is the free throw leader for the playoffs. The plus minus leader is Maurice Cheeks with 11 point. Oh wait, no, I'm only on guards. Yo, wait, that's why we're tripping. We're only on guards. Whoa. Okay, Mark Aguirre is still that. Buck Williams is still that. Magic's still that. Maurice still steals. Blocks Kurt. Turnovers will be free. Fouls Danny Ainge. Field goals Eddie Johnson. Alright, so here we go. This is a little bit better. So it's still going to be Brian Winters for 3. And then free throws is going to be Dennis Johnson still. Alright, so now we're off guard. So the best plus minus is Moses Malone with 15.5. If we go to absolute, most double doubles was Magic Johnson with 19. Most triple doubles was Magic Johnson with 6. And that's a little bit crazy, man. Bernard King, he was doing his thing for the playoffs. Definitely, we already looked at all of the regular season awards, all the player of the weeks, rookie of the months. We already did all of that. So we're going to be going ahead and going into player retirements, where, remember guys, we are going to be, writing each of these names down who are real players. So if you are a real player and you retired, you will be added into the player retirement list, as we do have a bunch of Ryan DeBots retiring. We hate to see him go, but Ryan, you suck. Let's be honest. That's why you're 5'4" with a 5-foot wingspan. Let's be real. Staff retirements. Lenny Wilkins does retire. He's at least real, but hey. Jersey retirements. So these are players who weren't in the game yet, or who are already in the game, who got their jersey retired in real life during this season that 2K never had. So we got Calvin Murphy and James Silas. Something I can do is you can unretire jerseys. So I do think that's something to look out for. You can do them. Real quick, I do want to look at the Philadelphia 76ers roster, because they are who win. So they are who wins. This is what's going to be written down. And yeah, Kermit Washington got number 24 somehow over Bobby Jones, which physically doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's cool. Can we give him 26? Yeah, he had 26 at some point. We're gonna give Bobby Jones back his jersey number, because number 7 is disgusting. Yeah, but this is the roster that won the championship. Kermit Washington got a ring with a torn left Achilles. Wow, he just got a free ring. Jersey retirements, of course, we already looked at that. Historic changes. This is stuff 2K themselves are bringing in. Relocate and completely rebrand the San Diego Clippers to the 84-85 Los Angeles Clippers. Change the uniforms. A player found in transition with a clear path to the basket will receive 2 free throws. All of those changes will be happening. Other than that, nothing else will be getting changed. And the draft lottery, the Clippers have a 50% odds from Seattle, and the Kings have number 2. So let's see. Number 2 is going to go to the Kings. So that means the Clippers just landed the number 1 pick via a trade. Rockets at 3, Bullets at 4, Bulls at 5. Clippers also have 7 via Golden State. Blazers have Indy's pick at 6. Mavericks got Cleveland's at 8. Pacers have New York's at 10. 76ers has the Clippers at 12. Celtics have 13. Wow. And 70. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. NBA draft time. So, with the first pick in the 1984 draft, the Los Angeles Clippers will select Michael Jordan from North Carolina. Will he be what saves the franchise? Chris says Michael Jordan led the nation in scoring last year in North Carolina. We know he can score, but we're about to find out if he can do anything else at the NBA level. I think he's going to be able to. The Kings, with the second pick, will be selecting Charles Barkley from Auburn. He's, according to Chris here, one of the best rebounding players we have seen in years. Charles Barkley averaged 15.9 rebounds last season in Auburn and was tops in the nation. Number 3, the Houston Rockets are going to be selecting John Stockton from Gonzaga. He was born a distributor. John Stockton averaged 17.9 assists per game. He was the best in the nation last season. His impeccable court vision will no doubt help him excel at the next level. Pick 4 is going to go to Hakeem Olajuwon. So, in this universe, Hakeem doesn't go 1. He goes 4. And John Stockton is taking over him. Jordan is taking over him with the first pick. But he will be playing in Washington with Jeff Ruland. And that's going to be interesting. But he averaged 6.2 blocks. The Bulls are going to be selecting Sam Perkins at the 5th pick. With the 6th pick, the Blazers are going to be selecting Otis Thorpe from Providence. We do like that pick. The Clippers are up next, and they're going to be selecting Alvin Robertson. Y'all just drafted Jordan. Okay, whatever. The Mavericks for 8 are going to be selecting Kevin Willis. I do like that pickup. Pick 9, the Nets are going to be selecting Ken Bannister. Pretty bad. Vern Fleming is going to go 10 to the Indiana Pacers. 11, the Pistons are going to be trading their pick to New York for Bill Cartwright and Ernie Grunfeld. And New York is going to be picking at 11 here. And they also gave up, or they're also getting an 84 second round pick for the 40th overall. The Knicks are going to be selecting Melvin Turpin. So they got rid of Bill Cartwright, picked up Melvin. 76ers on the board again. They're going to be selecting Sam Bowie. The Celtics up on the board. I'm assuming they're going to take a guard. No, they're going to take Michael Cage here. Every time I watch the Celtics do a draft, they take a guard. Hawks with 14 take Joe Jokovic. And with 15, the last pick we're taking, the 76ers are going to be selecting Jay Humphries. If you want to see overalls, here you go. You can see, Sam Bowie falling to 12 is crazy. Was there any other really good players that the Celtics could have taken that they just let go? I mean, no, not really. But remember, guys, all these people are real. I do have to go through and change his name. Thankfully, I did remember that. Let's go ahead and go change Yami's name over here. And okay, he's not getting signed, or okay, he is signed. So now, let's go change his name. Yami, right here. So really, I don't know why I haven't let Yami stay, but the reason why I can't put his name is because that is technically not allowed. But his name is Yami Sengadai or Singadai. I don't know what his full name is, but it's supposed to be E in between the D and the Y. So yeah. Team player options, we don't really care. We're going to go ahead and go past it here. Free agency, we're going to go ahead and skip a bit in the free agency. So players still in free agency currently, Terry Cummings, Gus Williams, Calvin Nat, Elvin Hayes, we got Fat Lever, stuff like that. People who have signed, okay. We have some change up here. Kiki Vandeweghe has left the Denver Nuggets to join the Golden State Warriors. Rob Williams has joined back with Denver. Bill Walton back to the Clippers. Cliff back to the Cavs. Dan Roundfield has left the Hawks to join the Clippers. Bob Lanier back to the Bucks. Ray Williams back to the Knicks. Junior Bridgman back to the Bucks. Butch Carter. And yeah, that's really it for right now. I mean, Reggie Theus went to the Pacers, but we're not going to really keep track of all them. We're gonna hope these guys get signed, right? I mean, day 12. Let's see where they go. Calvin Nat went to the Spurs on a 1-year deal. Michael Brooks went to the Bullets on a 1-year deal. The Jazz signed Terry Cummings to a 4-year deal. Knicks pick up Antoine Carr. Marcus Washington Jr. Who is that? Okay, this is a fake player who has somehow found his way into the league, which doesn't make sense considering I had no fake players made at all, and all of them are 40 overalls, and that guy's a 68, so that doesn't make sense to me. But hey, cool. Player progression wise, let's see, we're gonna the Celtics are all going down. Cavs, World B. Freeze going up. He's up in the world. None of these teams look very interesting. This is going to be an interesting fit with. And they also signed Michael Brooks, so it's going to be an interesting fit of what they do over here. They're going to have either Jeff or Hakeem play power forward, which I guess we'll let Jeff roll and play power forward real quick. But yeah, Bucks, they're looking like the Bucks. The Bulls, or the 76ers get to pick up Sam Bowie and Jay Humphries. So that's going to be interesting. The Clippers, honestly, underratedly good. I mean, you got Dan Roundfield, who can realistically play the 3 for you. You got Bill Walton, who can play your power, and then you have a starting 5 generally decent players. Yeah, the Hawks looking honestly okay right now. They still have Eddie Johnson here, Trey Rollins, Doc Rivers, Dominique is only going to get better. They're looking pretty good. The Jazz looking, honestly, they're looking exactly the same, but instead they somehow had money for Terry Cummings. I'm a little bit scared. This team is crazy good. John Drew is your backup 3, like a 6-man. You still, I mean, other than that, their team's not good after Ricky Green, but their first 5 with a 6-man, yeah, that's pretty good. The Kings are gonna look pretty good as well. The Knicks picked up Melvin Turpin after trading their pick. They're putting all their money on Melvin being good. Don't know if I agree with that. They probably need to trade away Rory Sparrow, more than likely, but they're probably not going to because, the game sucks. Lakers look about exactly the same, just added Ben Coleman. Mark Aguirre for the Mavericks here. Buck Williams still leading the Nets at 24 years old. Alex English still leading the now nuggetless, or the nuggetless, the he fed away less, uh, whatchamacallit. And I'm so sorry, guys. This guy is not real. He's. I wish I had a better way to. Okay, hold on. Was I not looking at him through this screen? Okay, no, I wasn't. We're gonna put him down to a 40 overall. I mean, he's just. He shouldn't be here. I don't know how he slipped through the cracks. I really don't understand. He's somehow here. He's a fake guy. We'll probably go through and check each team eventually once free agency is done, or once we're in the next season, which we're about to be, and that is also in respect of where we're gonna end here. I've been sitting here for an hour and 26 minutes recording. We got through one season. Hopefully y'all like this kind of paced content. Let me know in the comments. Y'all want me to watch, more games, like maybe more, rookie games of the first rookies. Maybe y'all want me to, like, you know what I mean? Just let me know in the comments. We'll see what I can cook up. I do have to have or write down everything that happened in this recording. Next up, we're going to have the 85 draft class with, Ewing, Malone, McDaniels, Sabonis, Mullen. A lot of great players. We're also going to go through Celtics. They're looking ass. Yeah, we're going to go through. I believe there's still some free agents that are top that haven't got signed yet. So, I honestly have no idea how to fix like free agency signings and so on, because I think what happens is I want to say what happens is, for whatever reason in the rules, they always pay rookies more, and it doesn't make sense. Like, raising this slider means rated players or higher rated players will only expect a minimum contract, right? So putting this down means all the players should, if you're a higher overall, you should expect a better contract. Lowering this slider means higher players or lower rated players will expect a max contract. Now this is higher, right? So if I keep this on 95, this says lowering this slider means lower rated players will expect a max contract. So raising it should mean lower rated players do not want higher contracts because, well, they're lower. Salary curves, min and max salaries are fixed. This adjusts the expectations of players in between. Don't know how good that's working right now, but clearly it's, yeah. Sample player Larry Bird here. His expected salary is 116. He gets 132, but I think he's making more than, he's making 918K actually. So he's making less than what we could actually give him. So I don't really know how it works. I probably could go through and check like each player, I guess, to see if they're getting paid what they deserve, but that'd probably take a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's look at someone who just got a contract. So like Hakeem, he deserves 796, but his true salary is 6. I mean, I don't know how it works, man. Who knows? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end this video here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this type of long form content here. Just straight simulations, letting the AI control everything. I do plan on doing a series where we are going to make trades and stuff for ourselves, I do believe. Also have plans to do a few rebuilds here and there. So hopefully y'all are going to stay tuned for all of that. I'll try to adjust settings as we go throughout the sim. Clearly, the first season of the sim was decently good. I mean, it wasn't bad. We do have a lot of players who were really good. We saw the great playoff series, a great draft with, you know, new players coming in now. So that's going to be a bit interesting. Other than that, yeah, we're going to see y'all for part 2 whenever that is. We're going to be going ahead and simulating the 1985 draft. This has been your boy Trilly, and I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace out.
You did drop it, sound like Rick and Morty. Show me what you got. Ayy, big chefing in the kitchen, cooking up the